Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel and another vlog. Hope everyone is doing well. So I'm currently sitting on my driveway waiting for the truck to defrost. It is officially winter here in the UK, but it has been dry for a few weeks and not absolutely peeing it down with rain like it has been for the last kind of 6 weeks, so I can't complain. So today's vlog is another Freddie update. We have some good news, well mostly good news, and a little bit of not great news, but we roll. So we went back to the Royal Vet College 2 weeks ago, it'll be 2 weeks on Monday, and he is officially sound, so his leg is fixed. I don't need to worry about that, we've given it way longer than it needed to recover, so that bit is full steam ahead. That then meant that he could have his back medicated, so I asked for a new set of x-rays, which came back as we thought. They're not great. He has 7 places of moderate to severe kissing spine, where the processes are touching each other and rubbing on each other, with a couple of them that are kind of overlapping a little bit. But I still want to try the conservative approach first, using the medication and rehab, because if he does go to surgery, it's going to be pretty major with that number of processes needing chopping, essentially. But yeah, so the rehab's going really well. He had a week off after the surgery. No, he did not have surgery. Ignore that. After the medication. And then we're just coming up to the end of a week of walking, so I've been doing tons and tons of raised poles, lots of rein back, a little bit of hill work, some lateral work in hand, and he does actually seem comfier. So before, he was doing really well with the pole work, and the lateral work was pretty good, but he just couldn't walk backwards. He could do like 4 or 5 shuffly strides and then he just said no, whereas now he literally like moonwalks across the arena. It's very cool. I got some video of that to show you. So obviously the medication is helping a little bit somewhere. How long that lasts, we don't know. We just have to hope that that's all we need to do. So from Sunday, he is officially allowed to be lunged and do some trot work, which I cannot wait for. So the last time he did any proper work was the 17th of June, which is pretty much 6 months ago now. But yeah, he's a totally different shape. He's filled out, he's starting to muscle up. It's all heading in the right direction. So what I'll do, I've taken some video of the like an in-hand session yesterday, and I'll try and get his first lunge on film on Sunday, and show you guys how he's getting on and keep you updated as we go. So my truck is almost defrosted, so I'm gonna leave this intro here because I've been talking at you for like 4 minutes, and yeah, so you'll see a bit of Freddles doing his thing. Catch up with you later. Okay guys, so I thought I would do a bit of a voiceover on all of the exercises that I've been doing with Mr. Freddles. So this was early on after he had his back medicated. As you can see, we've got a few raised poles just in a straight line. The idea was to keep him straight, nice and slow, let him pop his head down and lift that belly up, and just getting his joints nice and mobile. Here we're doing a bit of a rein back, so this is massively improved now he's had his back medicated, and as you can see, he's just tucking his bum under and lifting his back a little bit, which is exactly what we want him to do. This is obviously fairly near the start, so that sort of 10-ish steps was more than enough to ask him. He's now doing about 20 really nicely, staying straight and getting under himself. Just a little bit of a side view so you can see him moving. What are we up to now? Oh, a bit more reversing. So again, this one you can see starts off a little bit sticky, and then in a sec, there we go, he'll start to tilt his pelvis and sit down and use himself a little bit better. really getting those forelegs up and out of the way, which again he couldn't do before, so super proud of that. Just taking a little moment, there was a bit of licking and chewing and a little release going on there. Back through the poles the other way, really lifting those hind legs up. Good boy. And here we're about to do a little bit of turn about the forehand. So what I'm looking for is that he crosses his back legs over, not too worried about what the front end's doing as long as it stays on a small circle. And this just encourages him to lift his core up. So that's the good way. This way you'll see he's a little bit more sticky. I have to control the front end a little bit more because he's very good at bulging himself the wrong way and then gets stuck. Like there. The hind leg doesn't cross over and then he kind of spins around and then we get back into it. But it's all progress. It's all much better than it has been before. He's a really good boy. He finds this way so much harder. He has to really process it afterwards, bless him. There he is, Mr.Freddles. It's so cold, so he's got his little lungy rug on today. Actually, this is a borrowed one. I'm not sure where I put mine. I need to find it. But yeah, we're just heading down to do some work. So I'll try and get some film, but it's so cold I can't feel my fingers. Good boy. So fluffy. Good boy. So this was a few days later. It was absolutely freezing. We did a little bit of lateral work. As you can see, this way the leg yield's actually quite good. He uses himself. He crosses over with that hind leg. He does get a little bit sticky, but that's fine. It's still early days. Now this way was terrible back here. He really struggled to get that hind leg across and under him. And he used his shoulders as a bit of a block. He'd changed the bend and then managed to totally get out of it. But again, work in progress, still happy. He's trying, and we are a long, long way off the end of this goal. Just see him pushing against me. Hello, here we are again. It is time for round 2 of Saturday's rehab. Oh, Fred says no thank you. Come on. Oh, we just got to get scared of something by the looks of it. No, you're not having grass. Come on. So this morning you will have just seen that I did a lot of lateral work. I didn't get much on film because it was so cold. But yeah, I was quite pleased with this morning. He's definitely improving, crossing those back legs over a bit better than he was prior to having his back medicated. Good boy. So that can only be a positive. Tonight we are doing some pole work. I have set up a little layout that I saw on Instagram. I cannot remember for the life of me who posted it, so I am very sorry if it was you. I'll show you that in 2 seconds once I've shut the gate. Oh god, I didn't shut the gate. Good boy. So yeah, the aim of today is, come on handsomes, get him stretching a little bit, dropping that head, stretching his back, lifting his core. He knows the drill now. We've been doing it for months and months and months. But yeah, quite looking forward to this layout because it looks really fun, which is really sad. Come on. No, it's been a long old 3 months, but I've actually really enjoyed doing the groundwork, and it is something that I'm going to keep up probably literally for the rest of his life, which sounds a little bit dramatic, but it can only help, right? Okay, so we've got 3 poles over there, and then I've set up this kind of little maze layout. So not only can we pop over the poles that are spaced out differently to get him looking where he's going, we're also going to go forwards and potentially backwards around the maze. So yeah, should be fun. Again, I'll try and video it, but it doesn't look like it, but it is actually getting a bit dark, so I don't know how much we'll be able to get on film. So here we've got the nice little exercise set up that I explained in the previous clip. Just asking him to bend a little bit around the poles, asking him to cross his back legs over around the turn, which he is actually doing. Just trying to keep him a little bit supple and actually keep him interested, because it's got to be boring doing this much pole work for the past 3 months. And then I think here we're just going to walk over the poles. So coming up next is our first lunge. So we fast forwarded about a week now, I believe. So here we go. He was very chilled. He did not understand that he was allowed to trot. I mean, he's had to stay and walk since the 1st of August, and this was early November, I believe. No, late November. So yeah, he obviously we're not travelling forwards, but it was just get him trotting, let him know that he's allowed to. And what's been really nice editing this vlog is seeing the difference in how he moves. So here he's fine, he's trotting, he's not quite tracking up, he's not really using himself properly, even though he is trying to stretch down. But the main focus, yeah, get him moving, keep him calm, just have a little trot round and introduce him to using his body at a faster pace again. So we've now fast forwarded another week. We headed up to a core conditioning clinic with Becky Chapman. You can see her working him here, just asking him to move his ribs out and get his body nice and bendy. It was a really, really good clinic. I learnt a lot, and I've left the volume in on the next couple of clips so you can hear. And just look at the difference in his movement in a week. It's mad.
That's how to do it. Keep pulling forward on the lunge line, because you can detraction them with the yeah. God, he says, I'm feeling good. Excellent, Danielle. Go reduce it down. Smaller and smaller and smaller until you end it up in turnabout the forehand again. And from the turnabout the forehand into the trot vault, into the show off trot. Good. Yeah, you're doing really well. Yeah. Hey, that will come. And one day you do that cancer, yeah? Yeah. When he's ready. It'll probably come for free, actually. Yes. Good. Show off drop. Yes. Yes. You're a good boy. Yeah. Well done. Okay. Go to him and fasten and change rein and say. This is great. Yes, good boy. Good. So keep him on the small one for a bit till you really feel like, yeah, I've got that bend, I've got that rib cage, I've got that bounce. I want him to be thinking about going out onto the big circle, but yeah. So you're kind of like coil up the spring, coil up the spring, coil up the spring. That's right. And then release the spring. Good. Yes, exactly. That'll be fun. Yeah, off again. Ah! I frightened myself with my own power. She's so funny. They're so dramatic, aren't they? Yeah, my God. My body feels good. My mother helped me. Good boy. Good. So you're really wanting to look and feel like everything is reaching forward from his seat bones, his little bony protuberances either side of his tail. Yeah, to his nose. Yes. And he can be like that, or with a horizontal neck is fine, yes. Yes. So that would be from stretch. And then in the horizontal neck are more working. Yeah. Very good. And actually, although release is good and we should spend time in release, the horizontal neck is the place where the horse, yes, finds its natural best. It's the thing the horse does when you turn out a new horse next door. And they go, whoa, look at me. I want horses to feel like that when I ride them. Yes, horizontal, good. And you know what? There is no gadget you can buy. There is nothing you can do that forces the horse into this outline. Yes. Very French classical. So they can't maintain it a long time. Better that he goes from it back into stretch. He'll come back up. If you just up when he's ready, you keep the energy up a bit. Yeah. Horizontal. Bad luck, doesn't matter. Yeah. That's right. There it is. So literally, he only passes through it. There it is again. Good. Yes. Good. Okay, give him a break. Very good.
And we have fast forwarded another week, and Mr.Freddles had his saddle on for the first time in probably 5 months. There was no reaction tacking him up, which was amazing. Before, he wasn't awful at all, but he would bop his head about and not look overly impressed. But he just quietly ate his haylage, just trotting around. He was quite lazy, didn't really feel like working. So yeah, sorry about the quality. It was very dark, and although we've got fab lights, they're not amazing in the dark. And we even had a little canter. Oh, look at him go. Such a good boy. He's just started cantering, and he's doing a really, really good job. Hi guys. Excuse me looking seriously bedraggled. I got absolutely drowned at the farm, so I'm chilling in my hoodie. Love it. I've got the vlog editing in the background, and I realised once again I need to film an outro, so here I am. So the vlog that you've just seen, I have been filming for the past 5 weeks. I had intended to do like a little mini series, but when I started filming it, it was kind of very much the same thing on repeat, and although you could see progression, I decided it was a bit boring just to see Fred walking over poles and walking sideways all the time. So where we're at, obviously we are walk, trot, canter on the lunge. He's had his saddle back on. He's so much stronger. He's doing really well. The core conditioning clinic was brilliant. I learnt a few more tips, and hopefully what you can hear from Becky in the vlog was interesting and maybe helpful to some of you. So Freddie's had a McTimony session, he has had physio, and he's had indie bar, which he'll be having regularly once a week for the next 6 weeks, and then kind of tapering it down just to see how that helps him. It's a radio frequency treatment that's meant to help with pain and inflammation, so fingers crossed that will help him. So yeah, that's where we're at, and the next time that you see Freddie and I will be in 6 days when we have our saddle fitted and I can get back on. I'm so excited about that. I cannot wait. Obviously I'm a bit nervous as well, not about getting back on him, but seeing how he is, if he's happy, if he's comfy, if he wants me to ride him, which I'm praying that he does. But yeah, we shall see. So we've got the rehab plan. We've got 6 weeks until we go back to the RVC. So I'll probably ride him like 3 days a week, just because I don't want to jump straight on and get back into it, obviously. He will keep up the pole work and all of the lunging and in-hand work. Obviously, I'll substitute some days with riding. And hopefully that means I can get him out hacking again as well, because obviously the hill work's really beneficial, but doing it in the gale force winds leading him from Macy is not going well. One of them is always a little bit lively. It's muddy and slippery and I just don't want to risk it. So I've done a few in-hand treks up the hill. I and he's always been perfect, bless him, but it's just not quite the same. So yeah, really looking forward to getting back on him. I will hopefully get all of that on video. I think Rob's off on his Christmas holiday, lucky, so he should be there to film it. And yeah, I will film everything over the next few weeks, let you guys see how he's progressing, and also it's really good for me to be able to look back and see how we're getting on, watch the videos, see what we need to work on, share that with my instructor and the vet and the physios, just everybody really. It's a really valuable tool. So for now, that is me over and out. I will catch you very soon for hopefully lots of fun with Sir Freddles. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you later.